Now we have Nikita's presentation. Happy birthday, Nikita, once again. We'll present you for the audience. Nikita Fuchs defined himself as an autodidact. Later, he was adding an academic background in business and IT. He has been helping projects and companies to bring together the challenges of development with the requirements from an application and business case perspective. He was working on Ethereum for almost 2 years now. He has been working with the Eternity team, building great stuff like the file editor that makes our devs' lives much more easier when we have to work on Eternity blockchain. Now he's going to be presenting us a complete game using state channels and how to run it by ourselves. Thanks, Nikita. We are going to be playing your presentation, and in some minutes you will be with us on stage.
Hey everyone, so finally here it is, the cutting edge working demo of our state channel tech in the form of a game. After coding on it for the past 12 hours, please bear with me. I'm a little bit done, but finally now, 2 hours before my 30th birthday, the biggest present is here. We finally have a working state channel demo. And to show it off to you guys, we used the coin toss example, where essentially two parties create a state channel and deploy a smart contract, and there they play a coin tossing game, where one party tosses a coin but does not reveal which side it is because it's storing only a hashed version of its answer, and the other party is trying to guess whether it was heads or tails. And then the first party again has to reveal, and then based on that the outcome is determined whether someone has won or lost. We have a setup here right now where one player is us and we are, so to say, the casino, and the other side is a channel service, which we call it, who will always pick the same option in this game, so we can deterministically win or lose. But this can of course be played with two parties, but in our case and for this demo, you can install the channel service, which will take the second part. Let's jump right in. You will see it looks way less exciting than it is, but yeah, as Robert Wording said, complicated is easy, but simple is hard. So when we click on start playing, there's the state channel created. You can see it a little bit here, between our node and the node that the service is using. So we get into that a little bit later. Here we are, we got an open state channel with a smart contract deployed in it. And here just on the side of the UI, we can flip some coin, just for fun's sake. And we decide to go with heads. So we place a stake, and then it tells us like this this choice will be placed into a smart contract, and yeah, then the other party will try to guess whether it was heads or tails, and depending on that we will see who will win or who will lose. So we're gonna trigger this step right now, and there's a ton of stuff going on here in the console, in the protocol, as you see. So yeah, we won, because the other side got it wrong. So let's try it one more time. Let's pick tails this time, and you see our balance actually increased up here, and we go with that option, and let's see what the other party picks. Oh yes, we won. Let's try it one more time. And let's go with heads actually. Oh no, we lost. So it guessed it correctly. It's because the service always guesses in heads. So just to give you a brief overview about what is going on in the background. The most interesting part of the code is essentially that. So you'll be able to clone this project and run it on your own. So here we say we basically compute a salt, which we use to encrypt our pig. And we actually call the smart contract inside the state channel just statically to return us a hash, and then we provide this hash. So this is the channel, and we call the contract in it. Yeah, we call the provide hash function. And then we wait for the other party to call his side of the pig function. So then in the next step, we reveal our answer, and based on that, the outcome is determined by the smart contract. So this is just like a really high-level overview for you guys. You can try it out. There will be more like a developer-friendly version where everything is kind of like broken down into pieces, so you can understand how things work and start playing around with it. The way you get it is you look for the Eternity AE channel service on GitHub. There you can take the current master. And in order to install it, you get Elixir. You can download it here. And then just follow these commands. So this command will spawn up an Eternity node, which will serve as our side of the state channels. So the state channel on our side will live here. And actually, I got it wrong, even like the state channel of the other party will also reside in this node, as far as I know, but it doesn't have to be so. So with this command in the second terminal, you start the state channel service, which will be like the other side, the other player. There are also commands where you can make it use an arbitrary node. So I got them both running right here. If I can just kill them and restart them. And the other thing that you will need will be the coin toss game. For that, at least at the moment of recording, please choose the superhero demo branch, but the master should be working as fast as possible, I guess. So it's an Angular project. You just clone it, npm install it. First you're gonna need the Angular CLI because it's an Angular project. Then you perform ng-serve. That will basically allow you to open it up locally. It will spawn a local server. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll just replay it, starting the node. On the first run, it will build. That might take like 10 minutes or something. Yeah, in this step, we spawn our player, the channel service. And in case you're gonna run into issues, just restart both. And in the channel service here, it might help sometimes to quit and remove the data server. I guess you cannot read it right now, but I'm gonna, not the data server, but the data folder. Deleting the data folder and restarting it again. And most important thing is that you start the node first and then the channel service. And here we do ng-serve. This is our coin toss game here, the front end UI. And boom, there we go. So it should be building a second or two. Oh, I guess it might crashing. Oh yeah, it's crashed because I've got it running here already. So anyways, you open it up on localhost 4200. In case of some errors, please bear with us for now. Just reload it. So this is like the mere implementation of Happy Path, Happy Flow. And yeah, expect some more videos and documentations on that. If you're experiencing issues, then please write it to the forum. And yes, of course, there will be sometime soon an implementation, more developer-friendly implementation of yeah, state channel tools in the code editor, which is for now known as the file editor, but will be renamed very soon. Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.
If you want to come to the stage with me, that would be great. I have one first question. Can we see this working? Can we see it online?
Yeah, you can just follow the instructions. We updated the README just today, and yeah, actually you can just download it and get going. Try it out on your own, so it should be working.
Awesome. And there is any public installation of this, or?
Oh no, that wouldn't really make sense.
To try it.
Yeah, because things would collide, of course, right? So this is just a one-to-one party thing. So, but for those who would like to hack around, they could try replacing the backend service with another player. Okay, for now it should be quite complicated, but for the sake of the demo, we put that in place. Yeah, but we could actually make an extended version where you can like have 2 players on both sides. Yeah, but anyways, just try it out. It's already there. You can download it. Just follow the instructions, and you should be good. Actually.
Cool. Okay, let's see if we have some questions here on the chat. We have one from Marco. What functionality does the A-channel service serve exactly? I guess it is decoupled from the coin toss game, right?
Yeah.
Just wondering where the logic of the casino is.
Right. The idea was that we noticed one day, of course, that just to have state channels is a fine thing. But imagine you have something like let's say a cam girl site or whatever. So whenever like one user is interacting with your service, then you would also need to be able to update your the UI, the web UI for him. For example, or you have a game or whatever, and then someone has some credits, and you want to display it to him in the UI. And of course, for that, the backend would like to know what is going on actually in the state channels, or else they would be just blindfolded on them. So this service is intended for to basically provide information about what is going on in the state channels, and also to allow people to set rules how the service should be behaving in certain situations, right? So for example, if some user calls some specific function in the contract, right, then update the web UI or do something completely else. This is like the link to the outer world. This is right now written by Alexander in Elixir, so I guess not many people will be able to do that much with it, but I guess we're gonna write one day an implementation and something more widely used as Node, for example, and then people could just hook up whatever they want basically with the state channels and tell them what to do at what time.
Okay, great. I have one myself. You were involved in both the front and back end development of this, right? More or less, right?
More or less, yeah. More rather on the front end side, but more conceptually on the back end side, yeah.
How easy is for you the interaction? How easy is to get into the state channel development? Even if we know that you have, of course, a very good understanding of everything.
Yeah, no. So like, just to rewind back a little bit, what the challenge was, we're doing pioneering work here. So, and it was of course super hard because you had no way you can like go to and take a look at. And then also it was a great example of teamwork because like this demo was built by a whole team, and it was super interesting and challenging because everyone in the team has like 40 to 50% of all the knowledge necessary to basically build it, but there was not one person that was super well informed about the whole stack and protocol involved here. So there was like on every side there was some person contributing something, maybe code or ideas or whatever. and that's why it also took some time to get going here. And also, like, conceptually, we had this down for a long time, but like with building a new race car, once you get on the road, things are something like totally else, so that's why. But this was also the intention of the state channel demo, to see what things need to be done here. And great courtesy to Nas, our SDK genius, who added a ton of stuff to the SDK to make it really, really, really easy to kind of like take care of all the relevant stuff here, because it's wrapping a lot. And I think we're gonna see more of this, even more, and adjust the syntax in a way like we have it in our like regular smart contract interactions currently right now. So we have a like really high level syntax with like a more natural expression. So here everything is a little bit still more low level, but we're gonna go there, and we're gonna get there. And Nas is coding like a rocket. He's doing like the work of 4. So yeah, it's gonna be easier, and there will also be some like developer, like not even more like documentation, but some assistance, And I think I'll add it to the editor, so people will be able to get going faster. Because here the challenge, if I may say, like last sentence, the challenge is here not only just understand the code or whatever. This is more like building a game, like Unreal Tournament. You have a client and a server, and they have to connect via some TCP or WebSocket or whatever protocol, and you need to know like the flow of things, what comes at what point, so it takes a little bit more digging than just learning to like write a smart contract or whatever.
Awesome. Yeah. Sometimes, and this is the second part of the question is, you will have, and everybody that's going to be using state channels in general, we have to make some decisions about what we relay on chain and what we don't, right? Because we are like always doing the balance between what we want to verify, what we want to be sure that it's a verifiable step, and then when we want to get a lot of speed on transaction, right? So how would be your advice on making these kind of decisions?
Well, I guess we have a really good understanding, fortunately, about where things have to go, what is actually basically like the last missing piece, and this was already mentioned in the questions here already, was like the whole scale of scalability would be almost kind of like reached if we would have the native tokens in the protocol, and then we could use them as a stable currency in the state channels, and then you could just easily use them as means of payments. That would be like a great thing, which we would have to take care of, but that requires some extensive work on the protocol.
Yeah, I think we have a surprise from Nikita. Okay, so what's the idea, Nikita? Tell me.
Yeah, I got these requests, these wild chat messages and calls and stuff about people who would like to see it kind of like shown off live. Okay, so let's do it one more time, like in the presentation. So you can actually see the contract that is being deployed. I saw there was some question about it. Anyways, so at first we start on Node.
So just so you have less dirt in here, I'm gonna delete the data folder and start the channel service again. So there we should be actually fine here. Let's hope this is all fine, but the node seems kind of like ugly, but it should be doing fine. Okay, starting the application. Just give it a couple of seconds to compile.
What will it take to have this hosted online for everybody?
Yeah, I just after just receiving this question a few minutes ago, I asked Alexander, and he is here in the chat, and he said it would need some adjustments, but then the contract service should be able to serve an arbitrary number of people and channels. So that shouldn't be like a problem, at least he said. So, but yeah, we would need to take care of that, of course. So right now the setup is more like also for like developers to start working, but we could put that online, hard code some pre-filled keys, you know, and if people are gonna mess things up, then they're gonna mess it up. But as soon as we have the wallet integration, of course, that would be super great. Then we could just put it online as soon as as long as the channel service is running, everything should be fine. So let us see. There you go. So there we go. We created a channel and deployed the contract. Here everything looks fine. And we can flip our beautiful coin here. Flip tails or heads. I think heads will always lose. We take a lead amount of ethos. And then we go. And here essentially like, so in the way the demo is running now, at the time when I pressed that last button, everything is just being done and it's like in a rush, you know. So we hash our pick, we put it in the channel, we wait for the other side to, you know, to place its own pick, and then we reveal, and based on that we then determine whether we have won or lost, and then our balance of course changes. So you see here I've lost some ethos. As you can see, there's not that much interesting to see here right now, but it's actually great because that shows how seamlessly you can interact state channels into applications. And at one point I might figure out why this coin is sometimes not flipping properly, but yeah, this is just pure UI magic here. Anyways, and that's about actually it. So yeah, what is still missing now is the disconnect button here, but I'll take care of that too in a matter of days, and you can start hacking away with it.
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Let's play again. We need to regain our losses. So we lost again. Oh, did I pick the wrong one? No, I think like the heads always lose. Like tails is the winner with the AE logo. And let's see, where we go. Oh yeah, no, we lost. Did we lose again? What the hell? No, the other party lost, right? Okay, I need to check the game logic, whatever. Yeah, anyways. So I guess some value is being passed incorrectly, I guess, or something. Yeah. But the value changes correctly up here, so it's all fine.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Nikita, for this. And we hope to see the hosted demo working sometime near in the future. So let's move forward with the last part of the presentation. Stay with us, Nikita. I know it's your birthday, but just some minutes more with us. We may have some interesting questions on the MAA session. So let's move forward with that.